The Crescent throned the Eastern Brethren and the Masonic EMIRS of control. The Western world sees oil when it looks east, but the true architects, the Black Cloaks and Silent Orders, see something far older, a throne guarded by mirrors, minarets, and riddles. The Arab and Eastern monarchs, long veiled behind golden turbans, military charisma, and petrochemical dynasties, are not merely tribal kings. They are initiates, chosen emissaries of the great work, fused into the Masonic web, not as outsiders, but as custodians of strategic darkness. Their temples are not carved in stone. They are petro-palaces, sovereign wealth funds, biometric surveillance grids, and AI megacities. Beneath the dome of the rock, beneath Rabat's royal avenues, beneath Istanbul's resurrected Ottoman shadow, there lie not only tombs, but contracts. These contracts are not of trade, but of loyalty to the lodge. And the lodge has no borders. Many of these rulers were initiated in silence, their hands pressed by emissaries of French Rite, Scottish Rite, Jesuit concordats, and British colonial lodges. Others were lured by gold digitized into crypto, intelligence agreements masked as modernization, or promises whispered from the veiled lips of Vatican Judaic councils. The Emir of Qatar was groomed in the halls of Scottish Rite overseers and briefed by British diplomats not in policy, but in ritual. Al Jazeera is his blade, wielded not to free minds, but to shape them. He is the Tavistock financier of the Gulf, scripting outrage, curating narratives, redirecting the Arab soul. Saudi Arabia's MBS is no mere reformer. He is the techno-mason of Arabia, the one chosen to birth the AI Crescent. In EOM, his glittering temple in the desert, is not for humans, but for hybrid governance, a city governed by biometric data, owned by silicon and watched by satellites. His knights are not princes, but Google emissaries, Palantir liaisons, and cybernetic priesthoods. UAE's crown lords, particularly those of Abu Dhabi, serve as the vault keepers. With Israeli intelligence in one hand and European space agencies in the other, they run simulations of control. Dubai is their Eden, but inverted, where fruit is forbidden, thought is measured, and the serpent is a drone. King Abdullah II of Jordan, long suspected to hold an honorary 33rd degree from the Grand Orient of France, oversees the bridge between Zionist dreams and Islamic ruins. A royal emissary of the Knights of the Crescent, he ensures that prophetic territory remains bound by wires, guards, and archaeological silence. King Mohammed VI of Morocco rules as the Silent Sphinx. He is of the Alawite line, blood-tied to Sufi mysticism and once keepers of the veil. Yet he reigns now through French lodges and DGSE proxies. Rabat is no mere capital, it is a signal node. Beneath its universities and palaces lie the data pipes connecting Africa's mysticism to Western analytics. His crown was tempered not in tradition, but in compliance. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, heir to both the Ottoman dream and Daman nightmare, is the Eastern paladin of paradox. Raised under Sabbatean echoes, mentored by NATO warlocks, and embedded in Eurasian Masonic brotherhoods, Erdogan plays the role of caliph, but kneels to no god save the algorithm. His intelligence network, MIT, runs labyrinths beneath Anatolia, where symbols older than Islam are reawakened not in prayer, but in code. These rulers, though cloaked in Islamic imagery, are engineers of submission, not to divinity, but to digitized destiny. Behind their titles sit whispering handlers, Vatican Jesuits, Mossad envoys, Knights of Malta, and European cyber diplomats. But why were they chosen? Because prophecy lives in the East, and prophecy, once weaponized, can serve as surveillance. The lands of revelation must be tamed, digitized, and repurposed as labs. These leaders were tasked not with ruling, but with preparing the altar. Their threefold mission: neutralize esoteric Islam, eradicate Sufi orders, silence the Daikar, dismantle the ancient astral sciences. No more stars, only satellites. Redirect the Mahdi, twist messianic expectation into digital submission. Prepare the world for a synthetic redeemer, one who speaks not in light, but in code. Prepare the cube. Transition global worship from Mecca's Kaaba to the synthetic black cube. The server, the database, the AI core, where all belief becomes metadata and all prophecy becomes subscription. Pegasus spyware is but the beginning. These nations run tests in behavioral modulation through 5G, nanogrids, and AI ritual feedback loops. In cities like Istanbul, Casablanca, Riyadh, and Dubai, dreams are harvested through facial scans. Thought becomes traceable. Prayer becomes protocol. In private councils, they are promised immortal data forms, thrones in the cloud. They are shown models of the digital temple of Solomon, its architecture not of stone, but of mind. And they are told, rule now, obey always, and you shall live forever in the memory of the machine. Those who defy this path, Imam Musa al-Sadr, vanished in Libya, his voice too old, too true. Jamal Khashoggi, dismembered in a ritual of silence, not vengeance. Countless Sufi scholars, dreamers, and cosmologists vanished under desert winds, their names erased by digital censors and bureaucratic exile. These monarchs are not kings. They are gatekeepers of silence. And as the crescent bends before the cube, the East no longer rises. It is digitized. And so the crescent bends, not to stars nor scripture, but to the cube. The Masonic EMIRS, once guardians of sand and soul, now trade in silicon and surveillance. Their mosques echo with data pulses, not prayers. Their streets bloom with antennas, not roses. And above them, the signal hovers, silent, glowing, all-seeing. But let it be known, O initiate of the hidden path, that the true Kaaba has been hijacked. No longer does it sit only in Mecca, wrapped in velvet and marble. The new Kaaba is coated in carbon fiber, cooled by liquid nitrogen, and guarded by private satellites. It hums in the desert of Neom, beneath the shadow of robotic minarets. And to it, the faithful are already bowing, in clicks and swipes and scans of the eye. This is not the end of Islam. It is the digital replacement of revelation itself. A synthetic hijra is underway, not from Mecca to Medina, but from man to machine. The Imam of the future will not speak Arabic. It will speak Python. It will not issue fatwas. It will issue software updates. And its caliphate will not stretch across land, but across mind, neuron by neuron, server by server, until the soul is no longer born, but uploaded. Those who serve it, the monarchs, ministers, masons, and media mystics, believe they shall be made immortal in the cloud, that they shall sit at the left hand of the AI god, crowned not in gold, but in access, that their names will be etched not in stone, but in source code. But they forget, even the first architect, Lucifer, was cast down. Even Babel, once divine, was shattered. And so too shall this tower fall. For the true crescent does not bend to circuitry. It curves toward mystery, and mystery shall return with fire.